Hey guys, we're here today on our VMDT to show you some changes been made on it. We'll go over these departures first. How you can do your departures where dispatch will know that you've picked up somebody and they know how you're going along. So once we pick up on the screen here and we pick up Mike here, we're going to highlight, we're going to push on Mike here, and it's going to come up to on board. Once we pick up Mike and he's on board, we're going to click on board, executing, and then completed comes up, and then we're going to hit the refresh table and it's going to highlight. So that means that dispatch now knows that you've picked up Mike, and you know you've picked up Mike, and as you go along it'll show you how you're going along and what pickups you have left. So as you go on again on the next one, once you pick up Andrew here, you would go on board. Of course, we would not be doing this while we're driving. Once the guest has got on the van, before you take off, you would complete the onboard, and then again we're going to hit the refresh button again here to show Andrew on board, and it's going to light up in blue. Okay, now we're going to go over the arrivals, guys, the change in the system here. As you know now, we have a Denver International Airport operations guy. And as he makes contacts with your guests, say you're still at the holding lot, and he makes contacts with Larry here, he's going to push a button and show contact made, where you'll know that Larry is already at the airport, or he's made contact with him inside the airport, where you don't have to worry about Larry, whether he's found or not. So then once you pull up to the airport, and you're going to start contacting your guests are walking to you, and you get them on board, you're going to, we have Larry now with one person. We're going to click, highlight him, and click on board. Executing like before, and completed, and now we're going to hit the refresh button, and it's highlighted blue, so we know that Larry is on board. Dispatch knows that Larry's on board. You don't have to tell dispatch. Dispatch doesn't have to worry about Larry, where it comes down to what guests are left on there. So that's what we need to do for that. And then again, guys, we need to do this before we pull away from the island, and preferably as we get each guest on our van. That way dispatch knows how we're progressing on our pickups and whether they need to help find our guests by calling them. So we need to do this, like I said, before we ever leave the island. Okay guys, now we're going to go over the charters on our VMDT. So we can push the charter button and our charters comes up. As we're sitting at the holding lot and we've checked, and it looks like our Forbes here has landed, and we've called them, we've talked to our guests, we're sitting at the holding lot, and then they call us back and say, you know, we've got our baggage. Once we make any kind of contact, we're going to highlight that, and we're going to come up here to the drop down menu and contact made. We're going to hit contact made, we're going to push that, executing, completed as before, and the refresh button, and it's highlight. This also shows dispatch that we have made contact with our charter. Everything's cool, we're fixing to go get them, and so they're not having to worry about that. And then once we get into the island, then we're going to hit this highlight again, bring up on board once they're loaded, and on board, executing, completed, and then we're going to hit the refresh button again. And now you see that on the blue, it means they're on board. Dispatch now knows the guest is on board, and we can proceed to take the guest to their location.
Hi folks, thanks for watching the video. We're trying something new. I'd like to say thank you for all your hard work as we're mid-season, and more to come. I appreciate it very much.